Hey, what's up guys, Tommy, hope I'm doing great. So in today's video we're going to take a look how to fix our skin tone Davinci Resolve. This technique I have used it for most of my work, freelancer work, clients and all that, even for my own project. So today I want you guys to have the same technique that I've been using for myself. Alright, so without wasting any time, this video is actually sponsored by Nitron. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that very well. So if you want to bring your creativity, your content to a new level, these guys, they got you covered, from transitions, sound effect and all that. So and I shot a small video, so just want to showcase how this have really helped me to bring my content to a new level. So you guys, you can check out that the sound effect is really good, the transitions are perfect and all that. So it's not a waste of time or money. So these guys, they got you covered. Sometimes you might find yourself working on a lot of projects where you need to create transitions, you need to have sound effect for each project. So these guys, they've put a lot of work into it so that you guys, whenever you're using their stock footage, you are so happy with that, and we're just gonna bring your content to a new level. So guys, there's two links down below, one just for one-time pages, and the second link will take you to the unlimited stock footage where you're gonna find sound effect and transitions and all the good stuff which you guys will need for your content. Alright guys, so without wasting any time, we're just gonna jump into that and I'm gonna show you guys how to get that perfect skin tone. Alright guys, we are in Davinci Resolve. As you can see, the scene is kind of sad, there's that sadness and all that. You can see there's a little bit of a bluish. I try just to separate my background and my foreground as well. So now our main focus here, we're just gonna try to fix our skin tone. So I'm just gonna reset all my nodes. So here we have, this is the original footage that we have. So one thing what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna try to bring out my exposure, just to bring out my exposure a little bit. And the reason why I'm trying to bring out my exposure, just that I want to see some of the details in there, because without I have my exposure up a little bit, I may not be able to see it quite good. And then for after this, I'm gonna have to fix my white balance, and there's a lot of way you can do that. So for this, I'm just gonna grab this tools here and just gonna click here, and then there we go, we have our white balance fixed, and then we're good to go. So after that, we're gonna have to create another node and then create another one as well. And then on this node, guys, we're gonna have our skin tone being fixed on this one here. So one thing we're gonna have to do, let's go to the qualifier here, and then we go to color, and we're gonna use red, and there we have our skin tone. So I'm just gonna have to fix that a little bit because now it's not quite being well selected. So I'm just gonna try to fix it. I think we're good to go, and then just gonna bring this down a little bit, go, and then just gonna bring this outside. Let me just bring it here. Alright, I think we're good to go. So we have only selected part of our skin tone in there. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna use a layer node. So you can come here to node, and then you're gonna use there we have layer nodes. You can hold down Alt plus L, and then you're gonna create it. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna link this node to this, so I'm just gonna bring it here, and then we're gonna do our grading on this node. So I'm just gonna check that out. As you can see, we've actually fixed our white balance and all that, everything is good. So now we're gonna fix our skin tone. You can see already that the skin tone there's moody into that, but just keep in mind this scene is it's a bit sad, so we need actually to bring that sadness into the frame as well. So I'm just gonna go on the mask here. I'm just gonna grab this node, and I'm gonna create a mask around my skin tone. You just wanna select, and the reason why I'm selecting this is just that I want to have a clarity on my skin tone whenever I'm trying to fix that. Because if you don't create any mask, you have to tell Davinci like, okay, this is where I want you to have your focus on, this is where my skin tone is, and we can see that we have our skin tone somewhere here. So without having the mask, this is what we get. It's all blown up, we don't see where is our skin tone. So having a mask on, it actually helps you to have your focus on one particular place where you want to fix your skin tone. Alright, since we have our skin tone selected, we're gonna go to the log wheel, and on the log wheel we're just gonna bring it somewhere here. We're just gonna try to fix you have to make sure that you have your eyes on the scope as well when you're doing that. All right, we have our skin tone here. I'm just gonna bring it up a little bit, and let's have a look at that. And let's bring down this this muzzle we have, and there we go. So there's one thing that I'm just gonna show you guys, and you're just gonna maybe try to bring our min tone a little bit up. Just gonna bring it up, and then on the lower range you can just play with that, and as you can see what is changed is becoming too much yellowish, so you're just gonna have to bring it down. And it depends on what you have in mind. If you wanna go for more a bit pinkish and all that, it is up to you, but you just have to make sure that it's line up on the scope. All right, there we go. So, and I'm just gonna also bring down my higher range as well. So this note, I'm gonna try to add a little bit of bluish in the shadow, so I'm just gonna come to the notch here, and then on the shadow I'm just gonna bring it up a little bit, and there we go. You can see we actually bring out a little bit of bluish in the shadow. So we can also fix that, because now you can see that it has been separated from the skin tone. Is not quite good, so we're just gonna play with the range, the higher range. Just gonna bring that down a little bit. Also the high range, as you can see, we are good to go. So there we go. So before and after. So now we are trying to create, like I said, we're trying to create a sad moody kind of shot. So we're gonna have to introduce some bluish into that. Like you know, in cinematography we have yellow. It's kind of happiness and all that. So if you add a little bit of bluish into that, you bring in that sadness into your shot as well. So now we're just gonna create you want to bring in a gradient. If you want, you can actually select this site here, and then you're gonna do that, which will work perfectly. So now I've selected my gradient, so I'm just gonna go, let's go to the log wheel on the gain. I'm just gonna bring it down a little bit, and there we go. As you can see, it's amazing. I'm just gonna bring down my scope because I don't need it right now. I'm just gonna bring it down. We can still see it from here. So now I'm just gonna need the barrel, and now we're just gonna try to bring up some of the quality, since we've been adding a lot of notes on top of our footage. So we need just to bring down that quality. All right, there we go. I think here, and that's it. So now we're gonna have to use our last note, which is a grain. Just add some cinematic grain into that. I'm gonna call it film grain. All right, let's go to the open effects, and let's look for film grain, and there we go. And then yeah, we're gonna use 35 millimeters, and then we're just gonna zoom in that to see that. And then on my size, I'm just gonna bring a little bit about here, and then on the grain strength, I'm just gonna increase that. And you can also play with the textures and see, and then all that. All right, I'm just gonna bring down the size, also the strength a little bit, and all right, this is amazing. So we can just bring this note here and also add another note, and then this note we're just gonna call it an adjustment layer, so we can try to fix some of the, because now I can see it's too pinkish. We're just gonna try to bring that down a little bit, maybe somewhere here. All right, there we go. All right guys, there you have it. This is a quick way you can actually fix your skin tone, and I hope these videos have helped you. As you can see from before and after, if I can bring down all my notes, just want to show you guys, this is our exposure. We have white balance, and this note I just have it here maybe if I wanted to fix my contrast, though I don't need it, because as you can see we have a lot of shadows and contrast in here. And then this is our layer note where we actually created our skin tone, and then this is just to add that gradient bluish in there to create that sad mood. And then we have our sharpness and the adjustment layer and our film grain. And I hope you guys have enjoyed these tutorials, and just don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment down below, which will boost my YouTube channel for other people to see the work that I'm doing. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. God bless.